silly. Like, I rewatched it, was it 2 years ago? And I was like laughing. You know what though? I don't think it's the fault of the movie. I think it's the fault of people who are ripping on it or who have ripped on it.
I was
for
literally about
like
to say
a decade or more.
they've ripped on it both in parody and in trying to be serious and emulating it.
But
so you go back to the original.
I can't help but
I know.
connect it. And so it's almost like a joke. And so maybe saying it didn't hold up is actually not fair. But I just found myself not as engaged because I've seen it hundreds of times.
Yeah.
You know, it sucks for them, but not really. Because
I don't feel that bad for them because they've done like one good movie.
Yeah, I know.
The third one was terrible.
Oh,
Yep.
man.
Speed Racer was terrible.
I kind of like Speed Racer.
Oh, God.
I
You just like Emil Hirsch.
I just
That's
love
all you
Emil
like.
Hirsch. But I never saw, what's the newest one that they did?
Flat Atlas.
Yeah.
I heard it was not very good.
I heard from, it depending on who I spoke to, like, people who like writing and like storytelling liked it, and then people who were like not, they just want to like get some entertainment were like, no, I hated it.
I didn't see it.
I
so
didn't
I'm going to say it
either.
up front, but
I'm gonna
I've seen
defend Ben
parts of it.
Whishaw because he's beautiful.
And
What?
oh, no,
I
not
don't know if
that.
he's
No,
beautiful.
I totally agree with you. And he might be the only reason I watched that movie.
And Tom Hanks is in it.
Yeah, he had kind of weird character. These are like angelic, like drills. Like,
They're really
hey
annoying.
guys, back from heaven for duty. We're gonna do some coal mining today. It's like, what is
what is
this?
the need of that?
Yeah.
It's lazy design is what it is.
Both enemies here are just annoying.
Yeah.
Bad designs. They teleport or can't be harmed for a while for no reason. I mean, come on.
Come on, guys.
You could have ramped up the difficulty without making it stupid.
Yeah, I agree.
So I like Devil May Cry because when they teleport, it's like for a reason. It's not just just annoying to you, like that being the only purpose. They teleport to try to attack you from like
I
behind.
was gonna say, it's not just annoying to you, it's annoying to everyone.
No,
Everyone is insulted.
no, they like teleport and then they reappear, but it's no tactical advantage. They're just doing it to be irritating.
That doesn't sound better.
No, these guys, not the guys in Devil May Cry. Get off your phone.
Look, we don't know what's going on with her head right now, so
yeah, that's
you probably
true.
shouldn't try to argue
She's
with
very
her.
drunk.
Who's drunk?
You are.
I'm drunk?
Drunk? Drunk?
Drunk?
Gus?
Okay,
I'm
Two
fine.
Towers. Easily the best movie in that
Oh,
trilogy.
it's interesting you say that because
Don't
I
say Return of the King.
completely agree with you.
Okay, good.
Nope.
Return of the King, no way.
No,
In fact,
I liked it, but
I love. Oh, it's hard to say if I love Fellowship a little bit more than Two Towers.
what?
I know
What?
because
No.
I love the juxtaposition between the charming beginning and then this like doom that's It's so good, and
I
then
do
you
like-
understand the characters better in the first one. Then the Fellowship comes together. It's so good.
I like that, but
You're like, I like all
do.
those things.
No, I do. And actually, when it first came out, it got mostly favorable, but kind of mixed reviews.
Yeah.
I think most people consider that the worst movie in the series. General consensus.
Really? I thought it was Return of the King that had generally, even though it won like all the. I think it won all the awards as like a.
It did.
As
Yeah,
a,
it was definitely.
But it was for all of them.
And you know, I liked Return of the King. I've liked it less and less since
Yeah, me
because so
too.
much of that movie, the satisfaction is like, oh, you're finally seeing the completion and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's a really good feeling. But then once you know where it goes, going back and watching it, it's like it's not as strong of a film.
Yeah.
You know what hurts it?
What?
The best three characters being gone for 3/4 of the
Agreed.
movie.
Agreed. However, I do love the like how they included Faramir. I love Faramir. No, not a big fan of him. I loved him.
I don't know. I did. I liked him, but I didn't care enough about. If he would have been maybe brought in more earlier or
But
something.
I don't think he could have been because he like learns about Boromir's death then.
Yeah.
And so it's like
No.
it makes it tough with like the timing because I don't know. I thought his relationship with Boromir was really complex, and then with their father was even more interesting. I like that dynamic a lot.
There wasn't enough for me to care about him.
Huh.
And then, so he's brought in, he's introduced, and then I don't care about him. And like, there's nothing that makes me care about him more.
I think so because Boromir was the chosen child, and he like resented Boromir for that. And then he learns that he's dead, and it's even worse. It's so good.
Yeah.
And then his father is like upset that Faramir's still alive. It's so good. It's so good.
Is the aspect with Boromir the best part of the first one?
Yes,
I think it might be.
I love it.
Yeah, it's really
Sean
good.
Bean, you're perfect.
And it helps more because I didn't. It might have been the first movie that I recall. No, that's not true. GoldenEye. But Other than that,
my
it's
God,
the first
that
movie that I recall of Sean Bean when I was growing up.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't really know that much about him, and the
Yeah.
only other movie I saw him, he was a villain.
Yeah.
So a huge Sean Bean fan now.
Yeah, I love him.
Did you see? This is great. Did you see the advertisement they did for his new show?
No.
It's
Are they
amazing.
making fun of him dying? Yeah.
So they go, and the director's like, okay, Sean, for this scene, I just want you to just sit here, just read the email, and you're gonna get something, and just look a little bit shocked. And Sean's like, okay, and then like, do you want me to start choking?
Yeah.
And like I have a heart attack. I got it. And the director's like, no,
You're not dying.
just read the email, and you're fine. It's like, okay, but what if I react to some poison? I got poisoned earlier and I'm dying. He's like, no, Sean, we're not killing you in this
What?
scene. Like, I just want you to understand you're going to live. And he's like, okay. He's like confused. Starts the scene, does the email, and the director's like, yes, this is great. And then Sean like, drops dead on the keyboard.
I love it.
And I was like, cut. Sean. It's great.
I love it.
It's freaking great. And then like the hashtag is like, what was it? Do you remember, Chris? You might have
No.
heard of it. It's basically like,
It's
don't
like-
kill Sean
yeah,
Bean.
yeah,
to the
yeah,
effect. It's
yeah.
freaking great.
I love it.
Yeah,
I
he's-
love him.
He is great. The arrows, all the arrows, so sad. He eats like 8 arrows in that. No, in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, they were talking about the show Arrow.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So bad.
He eats
Oh.
8 arrows.
It just keeps going in slow motion. You're like, stop, Boromir.
Yeah, and then that's also Aragorn's best scene.
Oh, I know.
Because he stops him from that last arrow that literally was
Uh.
going to be in the face.
Oh, he just cares about honor. And it's
But
beautiful.
again, that was only because of Boromir. Like, that was tied to like some of the best moments of that movie.
I know. I love it. And then he lets Frodo and Sam go off, and it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
That's such a great climax to that film.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
I love it.
And not having read the books, so not knowing like what would have been a good, that felt like a natural ending point. Unlike the new Hobbit,
Oh, I know. So bad.
the second one especially, but even
Yeah.
I don't even remember the end of the first
No,
one,
the
to be
first one was
honest.
fine. They oh god, now he saves.
Oh yeah,
he
they
saves
fight
Thorin,
the white
and then he
troll
hugs
guy.
him. Yeah, and then he hugs him, and then they like they walk up to this like mountain. They see Erebor, and so it's like okay. It was actually very similar to how the Fellowship ended.
Gotcha.
But and so that it kind of mirrored that. But the second one
So
felt
bad.
so abrupt. I was
So
like, why
bad.
is this over all of a sudden?
Yeah.
I have a lot of problems with the second film. I have a lot of problems with the first one too for The Hobbit. But overall, I actually kind of just like them because they're fun and.
I liked the second one a little bit more.
Yeah.
A
Except for
lot more. I did.
thought the whole confrontation with Smaug was like way overwrought. It was like
It was.
so
It sucked.
long.
Especially because it never happened. You know,
like that.
if it was
No.
going to be long, and I know why they couldn't kill him. I
Yeah.
get that. Don't make it a huge part of the movie
I
then. If
know.
everything you're doing, if we're spending the last hour of the film with these characters in a futile attempt to do anything to Smaug.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. Exactly.
They should have done the scene with the gold.
Yeah, I loved that.
That was great.
Yeah,
Because
really
there's more
nice.
talking than really anything.
Yeah,
And then that should have been like the end, basically.
I know.
All the stuff with the gold. And then you get like these cartoony. What is with these movies doing that?
Wait, what?
All the cartoon scenes. So you get
yeah.
get on the river.
Oh,
You
I
get
know.
in the troll cave in the first one
I
with the
know.
bridges, and the bridge falls, but like
Well,
perfectly between the walls.
I
So
know.
it's, what is that?
Well, I kind of get it. I don't know if this is his intention, but I get it because The Hobbit was a kid's book. You know, so maybe that's the reference, but it feels
Still.
childish, but like not in like a way I'm like, okay, I get it. Like
Yeah.
it's for kids. It's like this is silly.
But then they do like
Like barrels and surfing on the
surfing on the gold.
Oh,
Which,
I know.
by the way, there's no way
No.
that would work
No,
at all.
It's not
The-
water.
It's
Like,
not water, and the
what?
heat of that would
I-
still, you're dead.
I know. That was so, and it was weird because he was like, see ya, Bilbo, and like went surfing. Like, what is
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah.
Like, how about you care about your people?
Problems to it. Let me see if I can explain this. In shows and video games and movies where a character does something like it's no big deal, when in reality, even the attempt of that, they are seriously taking their life in their hands, and it's
Yeah.
not really addressed. So this thing with the surfing
Oh.
easily could have died.
Yeah. It's like,
Easily. Ben Lake's like, no, I'm good. This is like a stunt that I'm doing.
well,
I think in video games, like, I just played the Tomb Raider. Lara Croft jumping on planes and like swinging over like
and you're
parkour.
expected to do that.
Like, maybe if you're the strongest woman on the planet,
Yeah.
you might be able to do half of this.
Yeah. It's just a little ridiculous.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't really like it either. I feel like there's more ways to be clever and kind of, go back to the children's kind of style and tone of The Hobbit without being like campy and like weird.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Parts of the river scene were great.
And then he's standing on their heads, and you're just
okay,
like,
the only reason I buy that is because
He's
I
an
will
elf.
accept that elves are just supernatural.
well, they are, because remember when he's
Yeah.
like, standing on top of the
Yeah,
snow?
I will buy that.
Really?
It's
Because I
still-
thought that it was so dumb.
It's from the ability to do that perspective, I thought, okay, I can buy him doing that.
yeah.
From the
But why would he?
silliness of the
Yeah.
imagery is stupid.
Yeah.